Khubor ka Batisi TV. Lawan Rashapi da ka Orange Nissan Loom So Po near Fabricate Shillong, Ringkat bat ka Victorium, ka Dukan ki Tiar Kilan Met, ka Babhatam Hakador ka Babit, Hanong Thumai Old Beat House Shillong.
Thank you, sir, once again for allowing me to raise a short duration discussion under Rule 50 of the Rules of Procedure and Conduct of Business regarding CM urge to look into problem faced by casual worker. Sir.
Miral Bansham, you can initiate discussion.
Thank you, sir. Nearly 70% of the population in India is farmer. Meghalaya basically being an agricultural state with 80% of its population depending entirely on agriculture for their livelihood. Rice is a dominant food grain crop which has been practiced by many people of our state. Beside this, beside the rice, the major food crops of maize, the state is renowned of its horticultural crops also, like oranges, lemon, pineapple, guava, banana, jackfruit, and so on, where a farmer of the state, they used to produce from time to time. They earn their livelihood through farming, daily wages laborer, by selling in small petty shop, maybe at the roadside, and the village, in the market. Out of this, there are small businessmen also, though, who are running their petty business in different areas and different market of our state. Very few of the population of our state, they are in government jobs, be it in government offices, be it in the school teacher, be it in other form of duties that they are performing within their respective areas, in which they receive their regular salary through different departments. Sir, in this very complex society of us, there is another section of people, another group of population within that who have worked as contractual basis, or working as casual labor, or working as master role in different departments of the state government. For example, in health department, PWD department, PHE department, and other department also. So if we look at this group, in differentiate with the other working groups, working class in our state, there is a huge disparity on the ground of the payment, the wages, the salary they are getting. So if you look at the amount, now also if we see just recently in the budget speech by the Honorable Chief Minister that the minimum wages now is 343 for the unskilled, 389 for the semi-skilled, 435 for the skilled, and 480 for the highly skilled. Roughly, sir, if you multiply this into 30 days, for unskilled, they will get around 10,290. For the semi-skilled, they will get around 11,670. For the skilled, they will be getting around 13,050. And for the highly skilled, they will be getting around 14,400 rupees. So by looking at this different wages, minimum wage that has been capped, we can see that is a huge disparity on the ground of the payment, that this very important workforce that they have to get, there is a huge disparity within it. Sir, in this regard, I would like to bring through this short duration discussion. We have seen from time to time different group, be it association of the contractual worker, be it association of the casual worker, most of the time they are demanding for their rights, they are demanding for their wages so that they will get on time, so that they can earn their livelihood and support their family. So my intention to bring this short duration discussion is not just for the sake of bringing it and just to discuss here in this August House. Because, for example, in health department just in Riverhoi district, there are around 80 casual workers, more than 80, subject to correction, sir, just in Riverhoi district, who have worked more than 10 years, 15 years, 18 years also. They have been working as casual worker, where their payment also, it is not regular. So, I would like to seek the attention, the immediate address by the government on this issue is that at least they have to be sanctioned on a regular casual worker, RCW, so that their monthly wages, at least it will be guaranteed that they will get in due course of time. So, number two is that if there is any vacancy, we know there is a process of in the DSC for the grade 4 and other posts also. Mostly, many vacancies, they have been intimated to the health, from the health department to the respective deputy commissioner or the DSC in different districts. We would like to see that the government will come up with a kind of solution that to have a percentage to be reserved for this casual worker, for the contractual worker, to be regularized in due course of time. There should be a cap or percentage that has to be there so that they won't be deprived, especially those who have been working for the last 15 years, 18 years, and so on, and perform their duty. We know, for example, as I have said in my submission, in the health department, we have seen the effort put by the casual worker, by the contractual worker. It's appreciable that we salute them. The same energy they are putting on, but they are getting very less pay. So this is the issue, sir, that has to be taken. We have seen, sir, recently also on the education department, those contractual teachers who have been appointed on contractual basis since 2010. Now those who doesn't clear the MTET, they are on the street. Where is their future? That is the issue, sir. We would like to seek the attention that the government will address this issue so that we would like to see that their future, it wouldn't be in the dark. At the same time, sir, through this short duration discussion, yesterday I would like to thank our honorable member from Shillong North also has brought a resolution for the upper age limit. The upper age limit to increase from 32 to 38 for reserved for scheduled tribe. It is important that the government has to look into, to see, I fully endorse with the honorable member, to see that the upper age limit also, it has to be extended so that this issue can be addressed. At the same time, sir, we'd like to see the plight, the problem of the casual worker, the contractual worker, the muster rule, it has to be addressed at the earliest by the government, and we will look forward that through this short duration discussion that the concerned minister will address it properly, and we would like to see in days to come that the problem will be addressed in due course of time for the benefit of each and every. Thank you, sir, for allowing me to raise this short duration discussion. I will resume my seat.
Thank you.
Short duration discussion is specifically pertaining to a newspaper article that came out in the Shillong Times dated 17th of December 2020, wherein, sir, a memorandum was submitted to the Honorable Chief Minister by the Ajak Indigenous Justice Initiative Forum to look into the various problems being faced by the muster roll laborers of the Village Forest Protection Force under the Dainadubi State Forest Range in North Garo Hills, sir. Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, the honourable members who have participated in this short duration discussion have touched on not just issues which are pertaining to this specific newspaper article, but on various other departments as well. Sir, it would not be proper on my part to make any statements pertaining to departments which are not being held by me. So, at the very outset, sir, I would like to state here that I will only be sticking to the relevant or the issue which has been flagged for this short duration discussion, which is about the laborers who are working as the workers who are working as the village laborers in the Village Forest Protection Force under Dainadubi State Forest Reserve, sir. State Forest Range, sir. The suggestions, although are welcome, sir, and these suggestions, I must say, some of them have been very good, sir. Sir, casual workers are normally recruited on daily wage basis, sir. And these are done for work which is needed by the department, which is not full-time in nature.
Anything?
Sir, point of order. Sir, the clarification, because this is a short duration discussion, and I have written very clearly on the explanatory note that has been submitted. It says the matter to be discussed in the House and to elaborate more on the problem faced by the casual employee, contract worker, master role, etc., who works in different departments of the state government, and to discuss more on how the government needs to focus more on their welfare. This is the explanatory note that has been submitted in response to that. So we would like to get a response not only from the Forest Department, but it has to be an elaborate response, because the explanatory note clearly has been mentioned that, sir. That is my suggestion.
Sir, as far as my documents here, sir, it is pertaining to the newspaper article which came out on the 17th of December 2020, sir. Is that?
Yeah.
It is. So that newspaper article specifically mentions only about the casual workers, laborers in the Dainadubi State Forest Range, sir. Therefore, so the matter came to the Forest Department, and that is why I'm standing here to reply to the short duration discussion, sir.
Sir, then I stand corrected. Then where is the wrong lies, I don't know. But based on this, in the explanatory note, in short duration discussion, we used to send the explanatory note to the matter to be discussed also, to elaborate more. So it depends on your honorable disposal, sir. Yeah.
I would like to read out the rule number 50. Notice of rising discussion. Any member desirous of rising discussion on a matter of urgent public importance may give notice in writing to the secretaries which may clearly and precisely the matter to be raised. Provided the notice shall be accompanied by an explanatory note stating reason for raising the discussion on the matter in question, provided further the notice shall be supported by signature of witness to other members. But here, in your short duration notice, you have indicated your desire to discuss the CMR to look into the problem faced by casual workers.
Please see that explanatory note, sir, I've given. Yeah, it is there.
So just to bring a bit of explanation and clarity maybe, since there is a bit of confusion in the whole process, so let the Honourable Minister reply The points that have been mentioned by all the honourable members, I have also noted them down, and our officials also noted them down. Definitely, sir, we'll examine all the proposals that are given from their side, sir. Otherwise, we'll not be able to come to any conclusion on this. I'm also not prepared right now with all the points to that, but due notes have been made regarding all the suggestions that have been. Because I was right here, sitting here, when you were all speaking in this important subject.
All right. Thank you.
So to go back, sir, to the reply to the short duration discussion, sir. Sir, whatever has been mentioned by the honourable mover and the other members, we agree to that, sir. These casual workers working in the forest department, sir, they have been working for more than past 20 years, sir. And I will not take much time, sir. I will just like to cut to the chase here, and would like to mention here, sir, that their concerns are very genuine, sir, I would like to state. And we have, sir, as the Forest Department, received several representations from the members of the force, and this has been in line with redressal for their grievances, including revision of their monthly honorarium, sir. Sir, in the past, considering their valuable service, the department had enhanced their monthly honorarium to rupees 5,000. That was, I think, in the year 2016, sir. So further, sir, the department is in the process of formulating a scheme to be operative exclusively in favor of the members of the above reserved forest, which would cover various aspects such as eligibility, qualification, working hours, leave benefits, etc., sir. Sir, the enhancement of their current honorarium, sir, which is their primary demand, is also being actively considered, sir. So I hope, sir, that satisfies the honourable member, at least from the point of view of the text of the newspaper article that he has attached along with a short duration discussion. Sir, as Honourable Chief Minister has mentioned, the other points, since they do not pertain to my department, the Honourable Chief Minister has already explained, sir, and I hope the Honourable member is satisfied with my reply. Thank you, sir.